like I said, I'm with confidence can say Jaeger is not that type of person that would go for EMS.
Was that ever conveyed to the EMS?
I don't know. I
Why would
can't.
why would
No.
EMS pick up the phone call from anyone in Sanguine Isle?
Exactly. So they probably had that
Okay,
stuff
but,
just in case they were attacked.
counterpoint, Cross. If you told Fred that, why didn't Fred call me and talk to me about it? If he knew I was
Because-
stationed with EMS.
Because Brian Knight would look for any fucking reason to
No,
put
no,
you
no.
under
He
the grease
called
tag.
me. He called me before we went to war. He said, "Come join my side." I said, "Too little, too late." He said, "I have to go. Bye, beautiful," and put the phone down.
When
He
did
had
you
time.
when did you talk to him?
Literally
There's
about
that too.
half an hour before everything started. He had time.
It's Pred. He's scatterbrained. He probably forgot.
Walter's actions. Nathan.
I'm
As far
gonna
as
tell you, up to the point where I was shot, no EMS was hurt.
Right. So
The only
that
two in the
basically-
active field were the only one in active field was Charlotte, and she was with me.
Right. So why was there information relayed that EMS were being targeted when you just are basically saying they weren't?
I can
Oh,
tell you
what I-
why. Because they chose to fly in everybody as cannon fodder, and the second somebody misfired or something happened, they took that as enough evidence that they were targeting EMS. There's no way in a war like this that somebody isn't going to get hurt, even though they're EMS. Stray bullet, miscommunication, somebody in the heat of everything shot an EMS. One EMS is enough for them to say, "Hey, this is good enough. They're targeting EMS." That's the kind of shit they would do.
You said that like
Okay,
that's a
but
bad thing,
okay,
though. Are
let
the
me
EMS
speak
not
for-
supposed to
let
defend
me-
themselves?
Let me speak for a second. No, let me speak for a second. Okay. I'm telling you, as the person leading EMS, for almost 3-4 hours, not a single EMS was shot at or shot about. However, we were told they were being targeted, which is why I made the choice that only myself and Charlotte would actually go out in the active field. So for a long time, nobody was actually in any line of fire with PD to be shot at or to shoot. It wasn't until that I went down, it seems the situation changes. So for a long time, both sides were adhering to that nobody was hurting
Just
EMS.
shows that they're fucking making up shit. Yeah, that just makes this entire thing worse, doesn't it?
I mean, again, from my understanding, EMS only started getting shot the moment that they started storming the villa.
Exactly,
with
and at that
LMGs
point,
and rocket launchers.
And
I was already down, so I can't comment on that.
from what I've been told, they were told not to go there. They sent in an EMS after getting told not to. And they were specifically told that if they send in an EMS, they will be shot. And they still send in an EMS.
Oh, is that the one strapped to the C4?
That's the one.
I was just about to
Oh,
ask
yeah.
that. Was this all before and after the EMS they strapped with C4 and sent in?
CK,
Yeah,
thank you so much
that
for
That
the 10
was like
months.
the culmination
Sounds like
of
it
everything at the
fell
end.
down the moment. Yeah.
And again, I'm not against EMS being armed, but what I'm being told is that they were armed with Grozes and RPGs, which seems a bit overkill, if you ask me.
What I say is that we were all here in Los Santos, cozy in our houses, and we don't know what happened on the battlefield. It's war. War is hell. I think it's stupid that EMS are doing that, yeah, but we'll never know the full context.
You're
We weren't
literally
there.
talking about fucking normal people going to war that aren't military. What the fuck are you talking about that we were all cozy at home?
Don't stop
Don't
it.
what? This is fucking stupid. I'm supposed to sit here and act like it's okay that a PD, EMS, and doctors went to fucking war, and that these are trained military professionals? Get the fuck out of here. That's
Okay,
insane.
I'm gonna make this really clear. Okay, because I don't know what to say to you guys. You can keep going at me about it. I can tell you my side, but that's all I know.
We're not going at you.
No one's going at you.
This
If
is
anything, I'm going
not
at
this is
Max.
not your fault.
Well, don't
No,
go at
I
Max
think the whole
either.
war was stupid. I'm just saying that I don't know the full context. None of us do.
I would
We
never
weren't
go
there.
at you, Jenny. You're wonderful.
I'm gonna set the dog on all of you.
Tortilla Loot, thank you so much for giving us a renown to Occidental.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
You're
what did
collateral.
Shano do? He's just been
You're collateral.
Shano's just been standing there like, what the fuck?
Fucking hell.
You're the EMS in this situation.
Hey, where's me grozer, bro?
Yeah, where's this
Shoot
Groza?
that fucking dog.
All right, that was a bad taste.
What
joke.
I'm kind of wondering why is like we talked about this. Why did they move them into the battlefield instead of, extracting people away?
That was the senator's call. Like I
Kyle,
was,
thank you so much for 5 gifties.
it was Charlotte and I. We were out. We were the only two extracting. Charlotte. I was on command radio.
That
because
was
I
the
was
worst
leading the ground unit,
pronunciation.
so I had to be the command.
Oh.
And Charlotte was my contact with the.
Tortillo?
Charlotte said to me, "We're bringing the doctors over. They're taking them into battle."
Yes.
And I was like, "We can't do anything about that because I said I can't control the doctors. That's not." They said the Senate had told them that the doctors could go in.
I'm sorry.
Then
I'm
Charlotte
bad.
came back and she was freaking out, and I asked her what happened, and she said,
Tortillo.
the
Yeah, but it's
Senate
not.
and
It's
the higher-ups
UH,
in
not
PD
A.
have told EMS to come to the island.
Tortillo.
I told Charlotte to relay that was a bad
Torti-
idea.
My
As,
fucking God.
as we were dealing with this, Charlotte and I had just almost been hit by an RPG. So I told them no. I told them to stay on the Leviathan. I was overruled and told. Well, Charlotte told me that they overruled her and said they had been told by the senator to come onto
Tortillo.
the island. I told Charlotte that
Tortuga.
if they weren't listening to us and they were coming, then we need to go back and speak to them. Well, that we had a mission to do and we had to stick to our mission. We extracted a few more people.
So
We
now
went back.
So now you're telling us that there's bloodthirsty doctors who wanted to go on the island to fucking shoot people.
I don't know. I'm guessing that they were asked by the senators and they said yes to going, but then the EMS were told, and the EMS got to the hangar. I went to Kiki and I said, "Look, I don't understand why they brought you on here. It's incredibly fucking dangerous. However, if you are to be here, you are to stay in this hangar, and we are still going to extract. We're still going to bring people to you, but you have to stay in this hangar. It's literally like it's war.
Yeah.
Like there's." Like Charlotte and I couldn't even.
We
go into
already
first
know
wheelie
somebody
without
fucking
sniper
RPG'd
shooting
the
at
hangar.
hot fellas. And I told them to stay, and then I went, and then the next extraction I was shot down.
But
As far as
that,
I knew, they were in the hangar.
that's the
So
thing.
the moment you were shot down, that's when all hell broke loose and the
Well,
doctors
on the
and EMS
radio, the senator was
stormed
screaming
the
that
villa.
everyone needed to. Well, on the radio at the time, the senator and Axel were screaming that everyone was needed and everyone was called to
Give me a
arms.
second, chat.
So the commissioner and Senator Davis conscripted every single person who was a non-combatant into grabbing arms and storming the villa because they needed everyone.
They'd already stormed. It's complicated because I don't know how many times they stormed the villa. The first time they stormed the villa, it was just them. It was just PD, and then doctors were flown in, and we went to extraction point, and doctors were doing medical on scene. They gave us them, so I'm not sure what happened after that. Again, I'm unreliable because I was literally going in there, back out, in there, back out. I don't know. I didn't see
Yeah,
anything.
I'm just more interested in the part in which they're on the radio telling every single person on radio everyone
I don't
needs
know
to
if that was a
go in.
call to arms to all the PD units because remember they were all broken down too. So I can't say for sure. It was a lot of screaming on the radio.
What did I miss?
Man, you know what would have been great?
Is Veronica
They
in
had
ICU?
just
Yeah,
done
this
a
is
whole
confirmed.
blockade of the island and just starved them instead of going to war. You know, limit all trade with the island, removing any way to do any kind of. It's kind of like what's that country? What's that country? Cuba. Yeah, Cuba. Yeah.
I was about to say North Korea.
They've done the same thing that they do. That they've done to Cuba. Worked pretty well.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. She shouldn't have been dressed in green.
What do I know?
I mean, it would have been easier if we'd have told the Sanguinians that, but it's a double-edged sword. I understand you're saying that they weren't going to shoot EMS, but we didn't know that at that time. So calling them and saying, "Hey, we're in Humvees rolling around. We're medical. We're not shooting or anything," could have also fucked us too, and we could have been targeted. Like, I understand that you guys might know more than me, but in that moment, in that island, when we started, there wasn't that trust that seems to have happened outside the island that none of us knew about. So while I understand that calling them and being like, "Hey, we're in EMS," could have also backfired significantly.
He 100% knew it was EMS. He shot her, not E EMS.
Reed, Damien says he will be at hospital. Is the hospital about to be bombed by Reed Dankleaf? Does anyone know?
No, I doubt it.
The my PG probably still has it.
Yeah, he was walking around in City Hall with that the other day.
Yeah.
How does he still have that?
I don't know. How does he have that?
I guess people busy.
Also, just to comment on the blockade, that was thought about previously, but that's a very difficult task to do. The ocean is very big.
I was there too, Occidental. And I might have shot an EMS.
Right. But why wouldn't the attempt be made first to do everything other than go to war?
No, I fully agree. I think Brian and Axel heavily mismanaged all of that. That negotiation was a travesty.
I can't believe you stood there and watched them do what they did in that negotiation and you didn't want to take a suicide pill.
Ew.
No,
I don't know why.
you
I
can't
don't know
blame
why he
me.
brought the LS
I already
equivalent
showed
of the
this.
village people into the negotiation.
All right, let me show you.
Neither do I, but that was
It was a stupid
that
decision,
was wild.
especially considering the fact that Jaeger pointed an RPG
Sanguine
at us. He just wiped
Island.
all of us
Why
out.
do I?
Yeah, that is
And
true.
with that,
I like
for
it when you
just
sing.
no reason.
You search Sanguine Island
I
map.
think
It
we're
comes
there
up.
to like show,
This is just just
hey,
Sanguine
this is what
now.
you're going to be going against. But it just seemed like we're there as meat shields in a way. Same with the LSBN being there. It felt like LSBN was there just in case they attacked, so they could use it.
I will give you guys some information because it's coming out soon. So Moose Knuckle wrote this big article after interviewing a shit ton of people about the war. That's up. There's direct footage and everything of what happened to the island that's going to be coming out soon. So you guys can make your own opinions on what happened when that comes out. But realistically, it's from everything from firsthand sources, from everything that happened over there, the finger is definitely being pointed at specific people.
Yeah.
Look, I can sit here and go about how EMS should be abolished and how they should all fucking die and all this other shit. But here's the reality of the situation, right? There's a shit ton of people currently in jail who are going to be there for 30 plus years. Currently, Cal Pred is basically running the prison. It's just let's just get
Hasn't
down
he done
to
that
it.
before?
Yes, let's just get down to it. We decided, actually not we. I have nothing to do with it. Thank fucking Christ, because you know, all I'm saying here is there's a bunch of treasonous running the prison right now that we send in criminals on a daily basis over there, and those criminals will be out
Would Ursula
after
get
they
treason?
finish their time. And while they're there, God only knows what they're being talked to about. We're out here literally pointing the finger at everyone about who's to blame for this and all this other shit, when we should be focusing on the real danger that can happen to Los Santos. And that danger is EMS are still allowed to drive around like nothing happened. God, we need to fucking abolish EMS. What the fuck are we doing here?
What did the EMS do to you?
He's hated them
Such a
since he was chief of doctors. It's a long story. It's too long.
So I was literally spending most of the
Fair enough.
time. He's such an angry man.
Yeah, people are very mad at doctors and EMS. So it's a little bit of an issue. Most of those people are in jail right now, but
So I think I
the
was
more
I was
civilians are
here
hearing about it,
for most of my time,
it's also an issue.
and I was taking out people literally in this city,
Yeah, they
this
shouldn't
city
be
up,
mad at EMS.
up here.
Yeah, I blame the leaders of their operation,
Yeah.
not the infantry.
Yeah, I went to the tower
EMS
at
shouldn't
first,
be
but I
the
couldn't.
infantry,
I could
but
see
again,
people, but I
it's
couldn't hit them from
The
here.
leaders to blame for that.
So I moved up. I switched
Who were the
axes like
ladies in all
5
this?
times throughout that entire thing. Occidental, literally.
Meredith
Well,
Davis, Axel Justice, Brand.
Yes? Yeah?
Do you see that?
The cabinet?
Axel Justice, who's that?
The cabinet?
Commissioner.
The floating sunglasses.
I don't see any
Oh,
floating
he's at the
sunglasses.
fucking. He's at the Senate, motherfucker.
Oh,
You okay? You good?
replace Bass. Replace Bass.
Mm. Right. Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I sniped a guy at this corner here. There was a boat going here where I killed a guy over here.
The Axel's the one that was leading the
I am pretty sure I
negotiation.
killed
Look,
somebody
here's what I'm really fucking worried about.
in this
to
area,
get down to serious business. Talk to Trey. What's
and I
don't
killed
know what
somebody
Trey's
that
last
were
name is.
like
Ramona.
running
Trey.
past
He
here
told
somewhere.
me, while in prison, he told me that apparently him and like
And then they
a
were
bunch of
trying to
people,
hide on this thing
they're
here,
not getting 30
where I
years.
forced them out.
They're getting life or the death penalty,
To Julio, sure.
which
Also, what I was
wasn't
told.
part of
Kill Thunder in the boat.
any legislation or anything I've seen so far
Wait, is there a clip of that?
that was to be done with this whole sanguine owl thing. And he said, well, apparently they can do
And
whatever
then
the fuck
somebody
they want,
somebody
'cause,
tried to
you know,
get the
no due
person on this
process."
corner, which is more than like an EMS because I think they were wearing
So-
blue. And
Any-
the
any-
second
you
they
know anything
popped
about
out,
this?
I shot them. I don't know if they
I'll be
died.
honest here. I'm a judge, and I a lot of these search warrants and phone subpoenas and all this
That was
other
Thunder.
stuff. Boy, I didn't even see a fucking lick of that shit. So
Yeah, did you hear about the hostage that's in there for
Then I
at least
jumped.
30 years?
I went back
Yeah.
here and jumped in the water to this
so somebody
point,
got brought over on the boat
and I had a line of sight
um,
of the people that moved up.
and
They
was
were all like
immediately shot down,
stacked
had
around
no
this area.
weapon,
And then I had to move
was tossed
back.
into prison.
I had to follow this
It
entire
wasn't GSR
fucking
tested.
thing.
Woke up in prison.
I don't know how. I think I went
And,
all the way. I think I followed this all
he's
the way
in there for
down
30 years.
here. Came up and then all the way back.
shut up.
No,
Just shut up. Just
And
No.
then
just shut up.
I
Shut
shot
up.
Why?
somebody that peeked on this
Just shut the
island.
fuck up.
Hostages?
Just shut up.
why?
Just shut up. Like
Why?
there's no way. Shut up.
Wait, who is it that's in there?
I don't remember the name.
As far as
So
I
it's-
was
so-
aware,
so,
there's no
okay,
prisoners of war.
It might not be okay.
Give me a sec.
So, but
What do you mean brought
Do you
over
know-
on a boat to where?
the aisle. But do you okay? So, besides that, do you know how the
Soda
C4
sniper.
happened?
No, I didn't
Yes.
shoot Banana Bread. That was
Sort of,
Sven.
Because it
was-
wasn't
it was-
strapped.
Sven
It
us.
wasn't it wasn't
He
strapped
fucking
to her.
domed her.
Wait, okay, so she
And I
wasn't a
domed one of the
suicide.
other
Okay,
ones.
so
No.
what-
Because this part's important.
I think there's a clip of
Because
that.
you can say it was strapped to her all you like, but that's not how it happened.
Okay, so what happened?
So they were in a bunker.
Mm-hmm.
And the plan initially was to starve them out
Are we talking about the?
because they had no food. And then they were going to send over an EMS.
Hold on,
With-
hold on,
Yep.
hold on. Did the Los Santos side know that they had no food,
Yes.
and they still willingly decided to send an EMS with a bomb?
No. They were going to send an EMS in with food.
Huh?
The
They
EMS.
accidentally put a bomb on.
No, hold on. So the EMS was saying, I have food for you.
Okay.
Trojan horse style. She actually had C4.
That doesn't make it
Oh,
better.
God.
She knew she had C4. She was asked to bring in C4.
Who asked her to bring in the C4?
Night.
Oh.
I'm out.
Did she have a choice in the matter?
I mean,
Knowing the Senate, probably not.
yep. They asked for a volunteer for a special mission, a medical volunteer, mind you. Now, if I'm asked to volunteer for something, I'm assuming it's fucking medical, right?
Where's my tea? Well,
I'm not going to be asked to fucking plant C4. And before this, it was all kept off radio. They were asked, hey, go, we need a medical personnel for a special mission. Please go meet us at wherever, and we'll discuss it. They kept it off radio. But while they kept it off radio, Brian Knight kept asking, hey, how do we...
Quick question.
Yeah, what's up? Yep.
This was the cop who, wait, the ex-cop, right?
She's
Which-
EMS. Yeah.
She's
The
EMS.
The EMS
Yeah.
used to be a cop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Veronica Mars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. TJ Walker actually told me that they were yelling down the hallway, "Do not get any closer, or we will shoot you."
Oh,
Well, I was-
yeah.
Kyle
Okay,
also were on
so
the phone
yeah.
telling
yeah.
that if they send in an EMS, they would shoot them.
Yeah, I was also told that if they cross a line, we will shoot. Do not cross that line. If you cross that threshold, you will die. And she crossed the line. But also, while this, the planning was going on, Knight was going over radio saying, hey, how do you plant C4?
Bye. Okay, now I'm really. Goodbye.
Yeah, how do they expect an EMS to be able to plan a C4? That is. Ugh.
I just wanted them to stay on the Leviathan.
Why do I only have 4 this is fine emotes?
Is Veronica okay now? Is she alright?
I don't know. And then the next question is, how, because the cops were
Oh, that's why.
having rocket launchers and shit. Why?
Yeah.
So,
there's no need
okay.
for that.
Okay, so the reality is, and I'll say it to you straight, and you all won't like this, but it is what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. Please remember that I'm in a lot of pain right now.
Uh-huh.
Before he went in, a very tepid question was asked, which was, at war, what are the legal restraints? And the basic reply was, all bets are off.
Okay. Yeah, because the senator was saying pour gasoline into the bunker and set it on fire. So,
Oh, definitely fine.
yeah, all bets are off, I guess.
I mean, if the senator says that there's not much you can do. Didn't senators used to ride around town on tanks blowing up the south side?
Doesn't
Yeah.
justify that they're
Mhm.
literally
No,
like this
I
is
mean,
war crimes.
oh no, those don't exist.
No, I know, but it's
Especially if
Yeah.
you win.
But no, they just don't exist in general. We have no.
Which is
war
just,
crimes, Geneva, all of those are
it's
broken
just, it's
daily in
just,
Los
yeah,
Santos.
yeah, I know. It's
Mm.
just, it's still
Yeah.
just that's a crazy
they-
concept
they-
for me. So,
Yeah, they don't exist here because there's no way to like.
well, I know that, but
cra-
oh wait, so they didn't know she had C4, so they thought she had food, right? So they dragged her body in to get the supplies off of her,
Guessing so.
oh, and they saw the
and that's when they
C4.
found the C4. So that's when they got real angry.
I don't blame them.
Oh yeah.
The
I don't
fact
blame
Understandable.
them.
the
Oh,
fact
yeah,
that the
and,
island has more integrity and then
And it was sorry, I talked to Jaeger. Because I got stuck at the prison yesterday during lockdown.
Problem is, it's no side's innocent in this, and that's why he's so fucked. That's the issue. It's fucked either way. It's fucked what PD did.
But what's going to
fucked what
happen to those on the
happened at St.
PD side that did shit that was inherently a lot more fucked up than the other?
This is literally
Do you want
Nothing,
the
I imagine.
reality? Do you want the do you want the reality? Nothing. There's no rules
Yeah.
against it.
Yeah.
Legally, there's
Reality
nothing that can
is
be done.
legal. Yeah, like the only thing is that there's no employment law. So basically they could be terminated for no reason, but because there's no employment law, like it also protects them because there's no law to fire them if they do wrong either.
well, if we go by
I mean, if you want to talk about the Geneva
laws.
Convention, I don't think doctors here have a Hippocratic oath. So
well,
Yeah.
if you're talking about laws, they shouldn't even invaded the fucking island in the first place.
That
do no harm.
situation you spoke about just then, Jenny, is that only count on the island, or is that also count for this state as well?
Everything, all of it. We have no employment law. A PD could walk in today, fire me right now because I'm ginger. No one could see shit.
Does that also include war crimes on this island as well?
Yeah,
Butter,
there
thank
is
you
no
so
war
much.
crime.
There is no
more
war
crimes.
crimes, which is just we have
It just is.
laws. We have laws against
I'll
slavery.
tell you the rule, the little letter of the law that we are given. It's not a legislation, it's not a precedence, and it's not in the Constitution. It isn't used.
Right. Okay. So this is why you were saying before that people are going after people even back here after hearing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
What am I fucking listening to? This is fucking Lion King?
The issue is
It is
that,
Lion King.
and I get it, you can't be mad at the top because the top is the top. So everyone's mad at the bottom because they did what the top said.
Mm.
I really don't think people should be mad at E EMS.
I mean, there's two-way street. The two-way street is, hey, why did no one say no? The other street is that it's easy to sit back and judge you when you're not in that situation yourself.
Right.
I mean, you
So
could
it's
say
a
no, and the senator
two-way.
could just execute you right there.
Exactly.
Right, because it's not against the it's
No.
it's you disobey an order and
You could be seen as
Yeah.
treasonous at that
right.
point.
Yep,
Then you just
exactly.
be
Yeah,
thrown
you
in 30
you're-
years, your career down the
exactly.
line.
Yep, exactly.
I don't blame
it's really
any infantry
it's
in this.
really fucked up.
It's not a two-way street. It's a one-way roundabout.
Yep.
I understand if the Sanguinians
Because-
did have an agreement not to shoot EMS, but if the EMS didn't know that, I don't blame them for arming themselves just in case. I know the argument with a stray bullet could hit them, but from their perspective, a stray bullet is just a bullet. They don't know it's a stray bullet.
Abolish EMS.
It could be just getting shot at that point, from their
Ay,
perspective.
ay, 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 ay.
All it takes is one. Right?
Yeah.
All it takes is one EMS, one person dressed in that uniform to take up a gun and shoot somebody, right? And the perspective is, well, shit, doctors and EMS are shooting.
Well, people don't know that PD
And
was
all
false
bets are off then.
flagging. That's the thing.
I understand that medical personnel should have been armed, but when there was other conflict before, medical personnel were not armed.
Yeah, we'll say it's one thing for EMS to have guns to defend themselves, but if they're charging the front line, that's like a different thing altogether.
I mean,
EMS aren't trained for
we are
that.
not we have never been allowed to carry guns on duty here.
Especially not RPGs.
But fuck, maybe I'll ask to carry a goddamn gun on duty now.
That's the thing. Like, people might have been forced into doing something, but now we're back in Los Santos, and now
Got to make a quick call.
things are gonna get fucking wild.
It's bad.
It's
It's
and it's
bad.
only gonna get worse though. 30 years.
Yeah. It's bad, and people are trying to justify their actions, which is making it worse.
And we don't know what was agreed on. There could have been an agreement, and if that wasn't relayed between anyone. That it just falls back on PD having these. They're not prepared at all.
Well, this is why this is the
I mean, this is not technically my fault.
Nobody-
no, it's not.
nobody's
It's
blaming
not.
you.
No. It's not your fault. No, that's
Well,
why
it
I
is
said.
because I was in charge of the ground medic, so I should have done more to make sure if that information was true or not.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop taking fucking responsibility for something that's out of your fucking hands.
That's a doctor order.
Jenny, please. We don't know why it was relayed that EMS was being targeted. It could have been a one-off that was then interpreted as, EMS were being targeted.
There's no
time
terms
that-
of war.
Yeah, and the only time that I feel that and I don't feel that this is on them, was
Well, you can't just say there's no terms.
Charlotte was sniped at in the fishing village retrieving a body from.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I was on the boat too, but I one flew past me but didn't hit me. She was almost hit twice, I think. I can't remember. Once it was on the boat, it was towards us, and the second time it was definitely towards her because I was in cover. But then after that, we went around the corner. We went into this little bunker thing, and they were coming over the hill towards them, so we hunkered down there. But I think that sniper shot was the only time anyone took any sort of pop shot directly at us until I was shot.
I can't comment on that.
We
because
had
that's
an
fucking-
RPG go off next to us or in our vicinity, and we got somebody from the hills shooting towards us with with bigger fire weapon. That missed us. That hit the side of our vehicle. But those were like the
That
only two.
Might have also
times.
been me.
The rest of the time, we were too far back. Like, honestly, the reason I was shot was like this random fucking flank that was so far back. And I know who shot me. And they sighed when they heard it was me. So I guess I wasn't part of the people to shoot.
Well, I don't know what to say. I can't say anything. I can't justify it. I'm gonna say strays. Well,
We were the back line constantly.
when you got shot at, was that was that the front line or?
No. We were so that fishing village had been safe for about
Until I showed up.
30 minutes before okay, so there was a group that just the problem was it was constant rotation, so people were falling back while we were actively having to go in and grab people. So they were getting shot at. They told us we got back. We came back, but then one of them was bleeding out and they were behind cover, so I elected to go in myself and Charlotte stay. But then Charlotte came with me anyway, and that's when the snipers, they told us then that they were taking sniper fire, but that hadn't been relayed to us before.
Oh, okay. So miscommunication.
Like, there were supposed to be 2 rolling Humvees, but it was too fucking dangerous. And literally we had Balto who couldn't carry a gun, so and they wanted to do like actual medical, which we couldn't do live on field, so it was literally extract. And it was only Charlotte I took because the other fucking person they gave me was a brand new DOC officer, and no shit to him, but he didn't even know how to access the armory. So I wasn't able to go just with him. He didn't know how to carry someone to do any of it.
I feel like, and this is not, it's not justification and it's not on anyone, but like if Sanguine went by the assumptions that EMS were not to be touched, I know it's war, So
Who did they make that agreement with?
well, that's the thing. We don't
It
know.
wasn't with LS.
Well, we don't know if
It's-
it was made with us. We don't know if this was an agreement with the Senate or with Brian or with whatever the new guy's called. And they didn't relay that information, or they kept it to themselves, or it was with an agreement with somebody else.
If they made that agreement and didn't tell anyone, and then had EMS think they're under threat all the time, that is bad on them. They shouldn't. That is awful of them to do.
Well, again,
Basically, using the EMS to their advantage at that point.
it's cannon fodder, literally.
'Cause they use them because they know that they're not going to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
Which
But we don't have confirmation on that.
The using well, exactly. That's what they fucking tried. That's what blows my fucking mind. And this is where I know we don't have war crimes, right?
Meets
And I
Jones.
know, like, this is where it just blows my mind.
It's
Is that when
it's a wild card.
Knight tried to send in a medical professional to do a war act, it compromises
But there's no rules,
all medical professionals,
so he can't be touched.
period. That is fucking insane.
I mean, if one EMS is being a threat, I don't blame the Sanguinians for assuming all the EMS are a threat at that point.
Exactly. And I'm sorry, but Brian should have enough fucking common sense to know that if he's leading a goddamn war.
Well, that's what I mean. I know it.
Why
in
was
the,
Brian leading? Isn't he just a detective?
I don't know. Well, I do know. It's because he's really close to Axel. You want the reality? Welcome to the right people. Welcome to Los Santos. It works really well for everyone.
Did Veronica wake up yet? No.
I don't even know if she got cleared to do it. She volunteered to do it.
Conspiracy theories? Oh,
Look, if-
hello. Welcome.
If it was one of my doctors
Welcome,
and a
chatters.
fucking intern volunteered, if it was my call, that intern would be sacked.
Was I not streaming? No, because I was like
No,
forth
let
and
me
back
grind.
helping with shit. I
Well,
was
right.
going
Exactly. I
and
wouldn't have let them
spawning things for
fucking do it.
PD half the time,
The
and then I
EMS
had to go back.
knowingly doing that is not good.
Jimmy, thank you so much for the 10 months. You know what
Hey,
else
I have
is
But they don't
conspiracy
know.
So I
theories?
can go to the bathroom.
Like
Yeah.
65% of everything that happens on the server is based on a game of telephone. Wait, what are we doing?
I need to
She's
check.
going to the bathroom.
Oh, right. Who was the other pilot with
This
Nikes?
whole war never should have happened.
No.
Sorry, everything I've heard, I've been pissed off since yesterday.
I don't blame you. It's awful by the sounds of what happened over there.
And everything I've heard about the doctors fighting has also been.
I'm gonna go. I got some shit to
Uh-huh.
do, and I've got to head to bed. But it was good to see you guys. It was good to see you, Jenny. You
Yeah.
guys are doing okay-ish.
I'll let you out.
I don't know if Jenny said anything. I can't hear her. but I
She's
hope- I
in the
know-
bathroom.
Oh, she's in the bathroom. Oh shit. Okay, I'm a fuckwit. That's embarrassing.
It was a really good
That's
goodbye.
him. Yeah. All right.
Just
yeah,
yell
no,
at her,
leave me
she'll
the
hear you.
door. Cool. Yeah. All good. Love you, Jenny. Bye. All right. See you later.
It's the reason a lot of things happen is because at the end of the
I
day,
just
it's
hope that the leaders make
telephone.
answer, not the infantry.
Well, it shouldn't be the infantry because the infantry just does what they. And I get what you mean. Like, there's no rules in war. So in theory, they could have just said fuck it, and then they could have shut everyone. EMS, doctors, PD, DOC, whoever was around. But
So the doctors initially said no. I want to make that clear. They were asked a couple times. They said no, they were staying back here.
Hmm.
And it wasn't until one of the doctors got injured over there that the doctor said, fuck it. We're taking up arms.
Like I'm not the type of person to go, like I wouldn't personally go after EMS, but I am not everyone else. And this information is being relayed that EMS and everyone participating, meaning that in 30 years, when all of these people get out, you're gonna have hell week, hell month, hell year.
Yeah.
Oh, I might retire in 30 years.
That's probably a good call.
I don't blame you. This
Yeah.
shouldn't fall on the E EMS.
Yeah,
Does anyone have any water, please?
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, I might working up in the next 30 years, and then I don't know. I think I might retire.
I think that Axel should have, Axel, Brian, whoever's taking charge, should have reached out and maybe set some ground rules of EMS being neutral.
Well, we don't.
That
They
should have
might.
happened.
They might have, and we don't know.
I mean,
If they did that but didn't tell anyone, then that's still on them.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
that's in the
Give me a second.
in the storybook war of Sandy. That's
What?
Yeah, we need to. Hey, so I finally got my stats from the casino.
Uh-huh.
I've bet $27 million.
Yeah.
And I'm up 1.3 million overall.
That is bad stats.
What do you mean that's bad stats? I'm up.
Yeah, you're up, but you're not up by a lot.
I'm up by over 1 million.
Yeah. You could also just not. Also, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a bit tied up. I'll call you when I'm done here.
Oh, are you still at the hospital?
Yes, I'm still at the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll call you in a bit.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. I need to piss as well. Oh, the what link? Yeah, give me a sec. Does anyone have the fucking link of Svenos just doming banana?
Going out the west side. Oh! Still up. Someone just shot someone.
That was insanely scuffed.
Did you lock on to Julio?
Another heli. Heli from the east. Julio, you good? Julio, you good? You see that light?
That was insane.
Our MTM might be.
Yeah, they lock on too. I was worried half the time when I tried to shoot. Look at it again. Well, I know. It's because you were aiming at the jet. The jet were too far away, so you were locking onto the ground target instead. It's hard because you don't have that thing, so you know where you're locked on. Also, chat. Let's go over this again, right? So, Barnaby went. I think it might. Is this the tower? Yeah, this is the tower. So Barnaby started by going to the tower here. He shot at somebody. I think he shot at somebody here, and then somebody here, and then somebody here. But none of my shots would reach. So I had him move up to, I think I moved up to this spot here, which is where I spend most of the time, where I shot literally anyone in like this city that I could see. So I killed somebody here, somebody on the boat, I think somebody in the water, and somebody over here. And then I had people crossing in the background here. And I'm guessing this is where I just shot at Jenny when they came driving down this way in their Humvee, and then went into the city. And then I shot the EMS that tried to get somebody in this corner. You had multiple people swimming across at one point here. Then when they started bombarding, they just kept shooting, like literally firing their tanks 24/7. I had to move back. I moved out to the island here where I was fighting like 5 people here. It was a losing battle, so I had to fucking dip. Went back this way, all the way around because you can't get up the fucking wall. I think I made it, actually, where the fuck did I even make it to? I think I made it all the way down here before I could get up. Walked all the way back to, I think, this ridge here. Where, actually, it might have been further up. I think we might have been like all the way up here. Whereas Svenos and I were taking pot shots at people on this island. Where he domed Banana and I domed somebody else. And then I moved from here down to the city where they pushed in with the APCs and I died. Was Mobo King maybe? I don't know. Somebody peeked here and I just domed them, and Banana peeked as well. I got domed by Svenos. So if somebody has that link of her, that was a nasty fucking shot. Mobo? Oh.
Hey,
Oh. Is he having meltdown?
sometimes there's nothing you can do. Believe me,
You did
I know
everything you
that.
could do.
Did I try using Trav's power game? No, I saw that motherfucker walking up the cliff.
Was he black tag?
Mm.
Is this the one? Oh, this is from Banana's point of view.
Holy.
Be careful to your south.
What a fucking shot.
Wait.
Holy fuck, what a fucking shot.
No, that was me.
That was
Oh,
a
me.
crazy
I-
shot.
Was it?
They told me he
I
died.
took too long.
Wait. I'm not. Oh, there we go. Oh, it wasn't me, was it?
Where was he?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got Mo. This one was me for sure.
And,
Where was he?
Oh my god!
Man down.
They were looking too far to the right, I think.
Where was he?
Oh, was he? No. Is TJ?
Oh my god!
You sure?
Man down.
caught in an explosion.
We just lost our sniper.
Oh, we might have just been all taking pot shot at the fucking island there. W- Oh, there we go. Wait, that's TJ then. I'll
I don't even know which one he was.
I'll look at this.
There wasn't anything.
I'm surprised. Have they recovered those
I
though?
don't even know which
What
one
is Svena's Twitch? Oh no, man, I think
Jenny,
I
there
found
would
it.
have been a lot more.
There was more. We couldn't get to some of them. They bled out.
There would have been a lot more.
There's some on the east side, on the coast that we couldn't
He
get
doesn't
to.
stream. Oh wait, I saw a clip though. No,
If
oh.
you weren't there
Sven doesn't stream.
doing what you were doing,
Hey, Eagle.
There would have been a lot more.
Shut up. We're not looking at trick shot combinations. She's having a meltdown. Just let her have her
You
meltdown.
understand.
Well, then it could have been. I don't fucking know anymore, dude. Oh, I can find out.
No.
Never mind. I'll shut up.
Think about it harder until you do.
But yeah, I wanted to stream, but I had to go like forth and back and help PD and then help Sanguine and PD and Sanguine.
Because there's people that are alive.
Was this the
Because of
Trav
you.
clip? Yes, that's the one.
People are dead because of me.
No.
No, not Svensson. It's another guy. It's the guild guy. Did you see Forehead shut down on AC-130? I think it's a combination
People
of
are
everyone
still
shooting at it.
breathing because of you.
The AWMs take out fucking vehicles like it's butter. How was I helping PD? Because they kept dropping shit in the ocean whenever they would fly to the fucking carrier.
What happened to Stubble? He went down. Pulled him out.
We can do a round of clips after this. I'm fucking down. I don't know a lot of things that happened, so. The lag spot, yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure. A lot of the doctors just focused on treating the injuries.
Lacey's not in the list of the dead.
All right. You know what? I'm checking logs. Fuck it. I want to see if I dome banana or not.
You guys don't have to stay if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. I don't want to deal with Reed, so I'd rather stay here.
Wait, Reed's around?
Reed is around? Yes.
I just want to make sure you're all right.
Yeah. You don't want me to call Reed, do you?
I want to meet up with him before the war.
You met up with Reed before the war? What did he say?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Wait.
He told me you would RPG someone in my honor.
Of course he did.
I told him not to.
Aldi, thank you so much for the brand new sub.
I wouldn't be surprised if he still has that RPG.
Yeah.
He said he'd just rob a bank in my honor instead.
Well, it doesn't have to be in your honor. You're not dead. You're still
No,
here.
he called me.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking. Said that I cared about him. He said he had to go make a phone call because Gaz was with him. He went around the corner and called me and said he cared about me too. And it was pretty
Somebody
fucking cute.
threatened Nikes.
That deranged psychopath has feelings.
Mm-hmm. You don't see it or hear it often, but at least something is still there sometimes.
I do have to head off duty for at least a little bit. I'm not sure if I'll be back later.
You
You
let
are
us out.
Hmm?
They're not stuck in here.
Yeah,
I think I've
was
got
about to
keys.
say. You've got keys.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Hospital?
Mm.
Oh wait,
I-
yeah, it might come under your mayor.
Yeah, the deputy mayor keys.
You got keys.
Let
See
me
if you can
double
lock
check.
and lock.
Yep, I can lock that door and unlock it.
The
Yeah,
email
okay.
buzzer.
All right. I'm
There
not
we
going to
go.
comment on that. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure why I have that either, personally. I'm not sure
Uh,
why deputy mayors get keys to PD either, to be honest.
Tell you why. In the time, Mickey just used to walk into PD when he wanted, and he was tired of having to wait for someone to unlock the door.
Seriously?
So they just gave him keys.
That's all that guy did, is just hang out with PD. It's Alex that did all the work.
Used to go on ride-alongs with Fred and I. All the time.
From what I was told, he just went on ride-alongs and threw money at people.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems about right.
He was an interesting mayor.
He was great for me. Budget stuff.
Yeah, I mean, got some money, that's good.
Funny enough, so was Lang.
Oh, I
So
combat
this
locked.
shit.
Whoops.
I still don't know what's happening with the budget during this term. I haven't had a chance to discuss that yet. I think it's unfrozen? I'm not really sure.
We got told on the war that we'd spent all of PD's budget.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Which I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Okay, I can see here. So what the
Mom
fuck
got
Moses
lied
killed
to
me
her.
and then
Shall we get some
combat
fresh
locked.
air? Right, you,
And then I combat
need
locked.
some help, or are you good?
I think I'm good.
You think you're good?
Do you want us to go get you a chair?
No chair. That's bad. No.
Alrighty.
Struggle.
Do you want to lean on my shoulder?
No.
Alright.
Then what?
Take it.
What do you want? Hmm.
You mean what do I want?
Well, do you want any help? But should we just hold the door for you?
Or please.
All right. You want a cane?
Cane?
Yeah.
I want a cane.
You want a cane? All right.
Yeah, I want to look sick.
Cane would look pretty cool.
Just don't put too much weight on it.
Okay. Can you walk without your cane?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm pretty much back to normal.
Is it just a style thing now? I don't blame you. I saying it's some good style.
I would, but it looks weird when you just walk around with a cane if you're not, actually using it.
That's not true.
For me, it's a bit. It depends on how you walk. If you walk with a stick up your ass, maybe. But for me, it doesn't really
yeah,
work.
you
If you
probably
wear
have it in
your
your hand,
suits,
not
it
up your
kind of
ass.
works.
Yeah, but you have to carry yourself in a specific way for a cane to kind of fit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's head outside.
Thank you.
I really probably shouldn't have keys to the hospital.
Say that you don't. Problem solved.
Yeah, I
Female
might
pets
just hand them
cannot
in
use
after
it?
This. It doesn't feel right. Deputy Mayor have that?
I'm just taking the elevator.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, that's fair.
Wait, why can females not use a cane? You're just holding it. I'm so confused. Also, we didn't talk about weight. You're not supposed to put too much weight on one side. It's bad for you. Yeah, they can. Why is she not using it?
What's with all the construction stuff here?
There was asbestos that was being taken care of or something.
Oh God!
Yeah.
In the hospital?
Mm-hmm. Is what I've been told, or I think was it asbestos? I think they called it something.
I heard that would have been removed like 30 years ago.
Yeah, you would think so. I don't know how old the building is.
It's been really old. Jesus.
Wouldn't you know that?
Why would I know that?
Is it more Nick?
Yeah, it's
You
more
like
Nick.
invest. Oh, okay. Well, Nick should know then.
Just because you throw money at things doesn't mean you know everything about it.
No, you're like the type of person that throws money and then gets your assistant to read the contract.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you
And
don't
if
have
you've
a
got the money to
contract, so
do
you just
so.
don't. You just don't have an assistant, so you just don't read the contract.